guys. So I had to jump off and jump back on to avoid some of the glitches, but we'll get it going. Facebook can be glitchy, so how's it going? Happy Tuesday, y'all. Woo! So we're going to interview one of my longtime friends, Michelle Davis. She is a superwoman, a total superhero. She does a lot of really amazing things, including bodybuilding. So she has really gotten swollen over the last 3 years. She trained really hard for the first year, started competing, and I can't wait for you to hear her story and just maybe some workout secrets, and then we'll do a workout afterwards. So she's probably gonna kick my butt, so I'm excited. I've been friends with Michelle when I lived in Vegas for about thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Dave. We've been friends for about 8 years or so, quite a while, and I've just known her for a long time, and she really is a superwoman. She does so many different things. She's got her hands in so many different pots. I have so much love and respect for all the things she does, and yeah, so anybody out there looking to be a competitive bodybuilder or just get some secrets on fitness, like how to bulk up, how to kind of get a body hack, how to hack your genetics or whatever and really build some muscle, or just see what it's like in the industry, what that's like, and woo, they go through some brutal training. I gotta give them so much mad respect for that. And yeah, and then today afterwards we're gonna do volleyball. I'm going to a volleyball meetup, and we're gonna play some volleyball, woo, until it gets too cold every Tuesday. Finishing out the summer with some volleyball. The only thing I don't like about volleyball is I always get broken blood vessels here, so maybe I'll try to wear some kind of arm guards, and then when you're doing a set, every time, or at least every time I play, every game, I bend my thumb back, and I thought I had pretty good posable thumbs, but when I'm doing a set, I always hold my thumb back. Dang it. Okay, here she is. Yay. See if this works out better. Woohoo! It just takes a second to work out some of the glitches. It's annoying, but it's worth it. Yay!
I'm here.
Your car's down the street. All right, jams. Good. That sounds so much better. Cool. Now we can hear each other.
Good.
Cool. How's life? All of it.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. I can't complain other than I'm just sore, and
are you?
I just sore? Love life. No, not typically. I love to train. Yeah. So my coach always tells me, stop overtraining. And I'm like, yeah, that's hard to do. Yeah. Sitting still, But
Arnold said, I love how much training was overtraining. And I remember Arnold said, some bodybuilders would be like, oh, you should definitely overtrain. And some would just rest is so important. You think there's a happy medium for each individual, or for you?
Rest is important. It's just hard here in Vegas. It's so hot. You can't go outside. You find you're stuck indoors. 120,
right?
It's finally going down. I think it's 103, and it's going down in the high 90s. But this is the one thing that helps me is the sauna.
Yeah,
that's
there it is.
The thing I tag you in all the time. Yeah, that's the sauna.
Isn't it funny to live there and go to a sauna? Or go in your sauna?
I know, but every time I go in there, I'm I have to tag you because you love the sauna, and Yeah,
you can actually get pretty good prices. I was looking that up, and they're pretty decent to get a sauna. It's not too bad.
So if you overtrain and you have a hard time sitting still, go get in a sauna.
Yeah, so you're doing something.
It's the best thing to do.
You're sitting.
Yeah. Well, you're able to relax. And I find sweating is good, but also a whole body vibration machine is amazing. And also,
do you love that? I've seen them at expos and stuff. And it's funny standing on it because you my butt's shaking a lot. All the things.
Oh, it's right here. I mean, it's right there. Awesome. That's it. $200 on Amazon. I love it. Love it. It just gets everything, your vertebrae all loosened up.
Yeah.
It gets my knees all loosened up. And then I can do all these different squats and everything. So it and when I do a session of 20 minutes, I can feel my legs get itchy. And it's the fat and the muscle vibrating so much away from the bones that it's actually intensifying my bone density. Just to geek out, that's why they made it, was the bone density growth for astronauts when they go up in space.
Nice.
So they have these really, really intense high-tech ones that are super expensive, but these ones for $200, they don't go that high. So, you know, they're easy to work with.
Yeah,
I love it.
So I guess that's the benefits. Do you feel like
Yep,
from exercise, do you ever get like tension in your joints or anything like that? You get sort of like,
you got to find a good chiropractor. I found that, like, I've been to several chiropractors, but this chiropractor in general, I went to when I had TMJ, and my jaw actually locked up and I freaked out. I'd never dealt with it ever before. And he did what's called Grafton. So they take like this steel looking butter knife. It looks like a butter knife. And they kind of go along the bone, and it breaks up scar tissue that's causing inflammation in your nerves. So when I started lifting and I kept increasing my weight back in my track and field days in college, like, they call this the supraspinatus nerve right here. And whenever I'd go like this, I'd be like, oh, I can feel that. So the chiropractor went in,
a little butter knife, just like,
and he kind of just like went like this against my, and he would twist and rotate that out. And it immediately, I mean, I was sore, but there was no pain. And I'm like, this is what a chiropractor's for right here. So if anything from my knees, ankles, and yeah, he does adjust. Yeah, like adjustments are great because I sleep better, and I just overall feel everything.
When you get a neck adjustment,
everything,
just like, oh.
But as I'm increasing my weight and I'm getting more sore, and even if I overtrain, the chiropractor, before I even see him, the nurse practitioner takes me back, and they do like a heating pad session. They'll put those electric stem thingies and vibrate my back or wherever sore and hurts. Nice. They get it warmed up. So he doesn't just crack my bones all just, oh, hi, how you doing? Okay, you're done. Yeah. They warm me up and they warm my body up. And you got to find a good chiropractor that's like, they have the physical therapists, they have the nurse practitioners, they have the masseuse.
They're more involved. You don't just like kind of go through adjustment.
Yes. Because there are some quacks out there that people are like, oh, that's scary, I'm not going to do that. But honestly, I go to a place called Canyon Lake Neck and Back, Dr. Savachi, and he is like an all-time marathon runner, and he's our age. He's got 3 kids.
So he knows.
And like he knows everything. Yeah. And my personal trainer told me to go see him, and honestly, every time anything hurts, my knees, anything, my shoulders, TMJ, you name it, they take that little butter knife and they do their Grafton work. And I've never had that before, and that to me was like, okay, everything's not going to be solved with going to the chiropractor, but going in the sauna, whole body vibration, some rebounding on a trampoline, some Epsom salt baths, going to my chiropractor. It all like that. That's the formula. You have to do that in order to see the results. Yeah. You can't just go in and smash some weights and some sets and eat on a good diet without having just as much time
for like the gentle
to sleep, recover, repair, and to sit still.
What do you consider overtraining? So for you, like what's overtraining? Like twice a day would be overtraining?
Well, first off, overtraining to me is being in a calorie deficit right off the bat and being in a bad mindset because you're going to do damage to the body right off the bat. So I always say to myself,
eat more.
Even before I step in, have I eaten? Do I have something to eat when I get out of the gym? Have I slept well? Do I need to put anything on a journal before I go and I lift these weights? Because I don't want to take it out. I've pulled my back out because I was pissed off and I tried to take it out on a set. And I was like, you know what?
Get energy from that, but it could be harmful.
Yeah. Yeah. So overtraining is overtraining when your body can't repair itself. And we all have our limits. Yeah. And I have found days where I'm at 100% and then some days I'm at 80%. Yeah. So like this morning I wake up. Yeah, I stay consistent, and if I can't do my 4 exercises of 4 sets and I can only do 2 sets of these 4 exercises, that's cool. I'm here. I made an effort to come to this place, and I'm doing this routine habit. So it's like overtraining to me is trying to do the same thing 100% every day.
Right.
So even if I go to the gym, like Yeah, this morning I did no cardio. I just did my calves and abs. And regularly during competition prep, I would do my cardio, but you know, I'm not in
How
prep
much cardio
anymore.
do you do? Because I've seen some bodybuilders are like, never do cardio.
Okay, so for any girls out there who are ever interested in doing a bodybuilding competition, it's perfect I'm standing here because this right here was the first thing I did in bikini, the elliptical, right?
Oh, okay.
I did 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes in the evening, and it fucking killed my knees. Excuse me. Can I cuss?
Yeah, you can
Sorry.
cuss.
All right. I don't know. I did this, and this killed me, and my legs got super lean, and I lost my butt. So if you like to have a juicy booty and you like to have fuller legs, okay, so moving on, then I tried this. I did the treadmill for 45 minutes in the morning, and that was it. I didn't do any at night, and I did it on an incline of 3.5 and an incline of 5 and a speed of 3.5. But I'd start at like 1.7 and gradually go to 3.5.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that a while ago, and so that's what I do on the treadmill.
Yeah, it was incline of 5, speed of 3.5. So this will get you really skinny legs, and it will get you a very lean butt, but it won't grow your butt.
Like the leg gap that all the ladies want.
So as a figure girl, I'm like, I want to show you my legs. Yeah. So as a figure girl, you want the symmetry where you can see the glutes, and they call it the strangulation in your legs. Let me show you real quick. It's taken me a long time, and I don't know if they'll come out, but as a bikini girl, you want these legs to be really lean, but as a figure girl, you want to see like the separation in your legs. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is that a good enough angle? Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to show myself. But basically what it is that you have to build. Thank you for the motivation. Woo. Woo. But as a figure girl, I wanted to like gain weight and then progressively taper off, but keep my muscle. So it's this fine balance. Whereas a bikini girl, you get frustrated because
you can't have
you see all of your muscle go away, and it's like crap. You know?
Because you try to lean out more. Is that why?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So
have you had certain areas of your body that seem like stubborn that won't grow? I think everybody kind of has those like
my
stubborn
legs
areas. And so you just kind of keep at them. Do you usually do like 2 days a week on those areas, or you just kind of?
You got to give yourself 48 hours on any area you train to repair itself. So if you train your legs on a Monday, then I'm going to train my quads, which are the front of my legs. I feel like I need to stand up and show everybody. Yeah. So on a Monday, I'll train like the front of my legs, right? And I'll do like the squats and all that stuff, and I'll take my dumbbells and I'll do the dumbbell things. So a Thursday, I'm going to do my glutes and my hamstrings. So that means
you really
the barbell, and I'm doing the hip thrusts. Yes. So you got to make sure whatever you're working, even if it's your shoulders or your back, you got to save 2 days to repair. Or you go in a catabolic state. Right. You're going to do a catabolic state. Your muscle is going to feed off itself in order to repair. And that's where you get super sore. You can get sick. And that's where you got to eat the right foods. You got to have the right sleep regimen. You got to stay away from stress, negative people. The more you train, the more your immune system is going to take a toll. So you got to have that time to sleep, repair, rest, or meditate.
Do you feel like much of your immune system is improved, and then at the same time you're working on repair so often? So I feel like exercise improves a lot of our organs, and then at the same time,
I love exercise.
So
yeah, I love exercise, but I find you got to change it up and do something where, like, going on a vacation. And you say, I'm not going to do any exercise. I want to wear a bikini. I want to go on the beach, maybe do some yoga stretches. Yeah. People are like, are you a personal trainer? And I'm like, I would love to help people, but I swear if I'm a personal trainer, I'm going to hate going in the gym. Yeah. I'm going to hate doing this.
It's a funny industry.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's this fine balance where I lost my sister to breast cancer 2 years ago, and that's what got me on like the crazy mode of building muscle and getting in the gym, because she's my only sibling. She's 36.
Wow.
I love her to pieces. It's the hardest thing I ever dealt with. But now I'm on this point where, okay, now I get in the gym at 4 a.m. and I'm able to get through all the demons. And if I get myself on the right state and a right trajectory in the beginning of my day as I see the sunrise, it's almost so much beneficial to like exercise those demons through working out.
Yeah, and in the
and anything that happens. But if it's overtraining, I'm like, I need to go on a road trip, and I need to go to the beach.
And just let go.
I need to
Come back with
spend some time with a girlfriend, and we need to go get coffee, or I need to grab some kids, and we need to
like, I just call it being a person. So it's like I need to just be a person.
So I find that like exercising, it makes you feel good with those serotonin and oxytocin and all the good hormones. But if you exercise it overly, you're going to find yourself like not having any fun stuck in the gym when you should be outside spending time in the moment and enjoying life.
So there's a balance there.
Oh yes. Yep.
And then when you started training, when did you start seeing like results or something? Because you were always fit, you know. I always felt like you had a pretty like banging body, you know. And then like I saw pictures of you, it seemed like overnight, and I was like, where did she get all this muscle? That's fantastic. Like, how did that happen? It seemed like over a really small period of time, like you must have just went really hard. And
so you and I have known each other forever.
Yeah.
And as long as we've known each other, we both have had extreme banging bodies. Like we are so, and you laugh because that's true. Like you and I both have this image that will never break. We'll always have this certain look in our body, even if maybe we're 5 pounds more or less. Like you and I both have this seriousness extreme with nutrition and our health that
love it.
Even before I build muscle, I had a very lean frame, and we have the mesomorphic body type. So we're able to gain and lose really quickly. We have a high metabolism. We're at a height where we look pretty lean. You know, we don't have to, you know, unfortunately, shorter people sometimes have difficulty looking the way taller people do with the leanness. So
they seem to like stack on muscle so much more easily.
You know, and that's weird because I'm sure in your areas of your body, like we get killer abs, like no problem, right? When we keep that leanness.
When we keep
or the legs. But there's certain areas that I've been blessed with. I've never gained fat in my arms. I've always had those chicken arms, as they refer them to, or the chicken legs.
And your delts.
So from the knee down or the shoulder down, this has always been so, and that's my number one thing. Like the judges, when they say, oh, you got to go to a pro level, which we'll get into, like they say, you got to be bigger. And I'm like, my arms are not going to get any bigger than the way they are.
Do you think so?
That takes time. That takes years and years and years.
I love like Madonna
to see my
arms, those crazy big like biceps on women. I love them. I think they're wonderful.
Like,
and mine just don't get. They don't get crazy, but
like they're not crazy, but it's like if you were to see this in person, it's pretty.
If I had it my way, I'd have like 3 inches more at least, and just be like raw. I always thought that was so beautiful to see that, like, you know. I thought it was so
but you know what? I keep hearing, even from Fania Monday, the world's first pole fitness instructor. She told me, she said, you know, there's a certain image of a woman that once you get past a certain point, you can't go back. So the years and years and years you stack of building, you got to look at it like, do you want more of a masculine or a feminine look? Bikini is feminine for days. But if you have the genetics that your body builds muscle very easily, you're going to have people looking at you differently, and sometimes your mind can't keep up with the way your body is changing. And that's where it's a fine line between how much can your mind grow with your body, because as I got bigger, it was very obvious that I had to be okay with people looking at me. And that was something I've always wanted. I've always wanted that attention, people looking at me. Finally, when I got it, I got the good attention and the bad attention. Still to this day, even today training, I had to tell myself, it's okay, Michelle. It's okay. There's going to be player haters. There's going to be people that appreciate you. You got to take the good with the bad. So
So what kind of like haters do you get? Like women in the gym, or like men that feel like emasculated? They're like, that girl is a lot stronger than I am.
It's women. It's women.
Okay.
It's women who are insecure, it's women trying to control. Like, for instance, if a woman is insecure and a guy and their boyfriend just, anything, they get very, very dominant whenever I walk past and I'm okay. It's like it's not an obvious thing. It's just when you have someone that's very confident with their body and you walk anywhere, other women that are not confident with their body, they will be very domineering, and you see that. Yeah. So
when we should lift each other up.
Yeah, like,
right?
Yeah. 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 Oh, I love that. That's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your sisterhood, right? What's that about?
Yes. Strength Sisters. So when my sister passed, I was really afraid to say, like, when she passed, I said, I'm never going to be able to say sister again. People are going to say, do you have siblings? Yes, I had a sister, like all that stuff. So I thought, if I have women that are alive around me, we impact each other. And in ways where we're able to build each other up. These are my strength sisters. And it kind of, when I say that, it impels me to say, okay, I can still continue on with feeling like she's still here, and that we all lose people around us and it changes us. But if we're able to take that and learn from it and find something inwardly that we're able to grow, and that's why I wanted to say sisters, strength sisters again. So it's like a women empowering group that I have here, and I have boot camp classes on the weekends, and I have pool parties here. And I love to have women get-togethers. And so we all talk about empowering, confident building workshops. We talk about, the difference between cocky and sassy and sexy and confident. So for instance, I love posing. I love the aspect of stepping on stage and representing your body in a way where you're like, yes. Yeah. And I have found that when you come on stage in a bikini and you do different poses, like there's the T-walk, there's the figure posing, there's the bikini pose, and teaching women just how to stand with good posture. Yeah. Feel confident in high heels. Confidence is so important. Do that diva catwalk, and like, that's what I'm all about with my strength sisters. So I would love to have women around me where I can teach them, hey, this is how I got to win first place, was by doing this like this, or looking this way, or posing this way, turning this way. Do you have a pose coach, or you're able to do some of that on your own? I had several coaches. I had Wendy Fortino online. I had Denise Dinger here at City Athletic Club, my coach Michael Haley from Platinum Physiques. I've even had my teammates when I transitioned from bikini to figure. I had my figure teammates. I said, can you teach me how you did that? And they're like, oh yeah. And when you have someone help you, it's like very genuine, where you can trust that, and they see things that you wouldn't see. Yeah. So bikini, it's like you're just kind of posing very feminine. But when a figure girl, you have to bring it up and you have to hold it, and it's a different way of thinking. But it's all done in a way that's classy and feminine, and I don't want to say sexy, but anatomical, really. Yeah. And so when you first started, I love the posing aspect. How long did it take for you to really see results? Like, you were just like hitting training hard, and so it was like about a year before you started competing. So I took a year to train just to get through my sister's death, her passing. I found that I had to go through so many mental, crying in the gym, and my hard days, and there. Just dealing with the fact that she was not going to make it. Like I said, I'm not going to cut my calories and go through that prep on top of dealing with this situation. Right. So I gave myself a year to say, okay, I'm just going to train. I'm going to come in. This is my routine. This is my promise to myself that it's going to be okay, that you'll get through this. And I cried, and girls came up and hugged me, and my coach said it's going to be okay. Like, I seriously had a moment, even not only, it was not just that, but I have extreme anxiety. So going into a public area with hundreds of people around me at LVAC and being able to breathe, I found I almost was passing out during my sets because he had to say, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in.
Yeah.
Because
sometimes
I was holding my breath. So the first thing was being okay in public area and stop thinking that everyone was looking at me, getting over that. Finding
your first time
my
on
breath.
stage, were you like kind of terrified, or it was okay?
I think through live stream. Honestly, my first time on stage, it was a release of, okay, I got this far. Now let's just do it. But I think through live streaming and broadcasting and being on the camera, there's something about that you grow a certainty and comfortableness about yourself that you're okay. Yeah. So that's why you would kill the stage if you ever stepped on it any day.
Maybe one day. Yeah.
One day.
I want to do bikini. I'd want to go into.
They have a
lot
wellness.
of training I'd have to do soon. I love
they have a new like bikini and then wellness, where it's I don't know, they have so many different.
And then don't they have a genre that's like, I've seen the girls do, like, they're doing back handsprings, they're doing dance, and they're doing more of like what is that?
That's fitness.
Okay.
So there's the National Physique Committee, there's the World Physique Committee, there's the All American, there's different organizations. So you have to find which organization you believe in the most. And from there, because some of them are drug tested, some of them aren't. And then from there, you take a look at what the competitors look like. And you kind of say, okay, that bikini girl in that organization looks like my body type. Because some organizations have no rules at all. And so you got to really look at, like, for instance, the WBFF, that's that Victoria's Secret fitness one where you see the girls and the huge thousands and thousands.
Yeah.
I want to do that someday. That to me is the most confident, beautiful, sensuous version of a woman. Wow. So I've done NPC, and that is very hard. I've done WPC, which is a brand new organization, just started out of Canada. They're like with the MMA and UFC, and they've combined this brand new bodybuilding organization called the World Physique Committee. They have the AAU, which is drug testing. There's a couple of those. And so you got to find, like, which organization you believe in the most. And from there, see if that organization is in your city, because traveling is very, very expensive.
Yeah, and the coaches and that kind of stuff. Have you
everything?
When you first started, did you have a coach right away, or do some girls kind of go in without a coach? Did you?
If you have the discipline to step in the gym every single day and push yourself to where you know exactly where you can be your best. Some people, you have issues with mental blocks where you have to have a coach push you. It's the nutrition of it, because you don't know how your body will be on just chicken or just fish or in a keto state, or
like,
you know, different coaches have different states. Yes. So I found that eating more actually benefited me. The less I ate, the less results I got. And so I had to be comfortable with that. Like, even during prep, like, even things like peak week, you can't have any salt or any sugar. And I'm like, no, that's not true. Oh, you have to cut your water and you can't have any water. No, that's not true. That's not true. Do not put your health. Do not take your health.
I heard that it was
don't get sick. It's not worth it.
Yeah, don't put that above your health. I agree. Yeah, because that can get
some.
There's a point to push yourself.
You get to a point where you can't go back.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they try and biohack their genetics.
Yeah. I've heard back and forth, so that your body can only process 30 grams of protein at a time, and then I heard that was a myth. Do you eat more than 30 grams of protein in, like, a sitting, or do you think it matters?
I've never tracked my calories. I've never tracked
You never
anything.
track macros?
I have a food chart. Ever. I don't believe in any of that. That stuff to me does not exist.
Yeah,
that is
like, gives you a weird relationship.
You're putting yourself. That's not worth.
Who's got time for that?
That's not why we're here.
I don't know. Yeah. I find it
You know
interesting
what? I have a food.
I've done it for like
I
one
write
day.
down every day in a journal.
Mm-hmm.
And in my journal, I'll say 3 cups of coffee, dried fruit, a whey shake, an omelet, lunch, fish, potato, ketchup. Like, I don't weigh anything. I don't count anything.
You don't weigh anything
It's the
either?
way I look in my, I weigh myself during my competition days where I say, okay, coach,
Do you
I've
weigh your
been
food?
at 132 at my heaviest. No, never.
Wow.
I've never done that.
I thought that was such a part of bodybuilding.
Ever.
Wow. Wow. Cool. So more intuitive eating.
To me, absolutely. It's, you really have to feel out. Some people are vegetarian. Mm-hmm. I'm pescatarian. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't digest chicken and turkey very well. So if I eat fish and I digest it well, then I can eat twice as much. Some people are like,
yay, I love
you
eating.
need to have 2 steaks a day. It's like, well, if you can't digest this, you're not going to be able to eat any more of it. So you got to find that fine balance of like what you like to eat and your body digests it well. And if you could have 2 more servings of that, would you be able to feel comfortable? Because some people just, and then a lot of digestive issues and all sorts of stuff. So yeah.
So, so I used to have implants, and a lot of women in those different industries, bikini and like modeling and stuff, have implants. And then I was wondering, do you think that it's much more likely for a woman with breast enhancement to win than a girl without? Do you find that tends to be true, or do you think that it matters? It's more on like presentation, or do you think that they kind of usually gear towards that?
I'm going to go back to, you got to decide which organization you like, and you got to look at the girls and what they look like. So NPC does not care what your face looks like. They care what your body looks like. And they don't want any enhancements at all. They don't care if you have boob implants, but if you have butt implants, you're screwed.
Yeah. Do they like test for that?
They don't want anything fake.
Yeah.
It's just obvious. When you lean yourself out that lean, you can see implants popping out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when you walk into NPC, I see girls with no boobs and they win first place.
So that's
what padding's for.
Yeah. Is there ever a girl that comes
it does not matter at all.
Or that would be silly because you kind of need to. Right?
Oh, you have to, because the lights are so bright that they reflect everything, and that's what makes everything show. So the lighter you are, you're going to be washed out and look like nothing. So
and all that training
WPC World Physique. Yeah, so World Physique Committee, they just started here, and they're more of like a beauty pageant. So to answer that with implants, there are some organizations like WBFF or WPC where it's more of a beauty pageant and it's more confidence in how you pose and move, where your IFNPC, that's all muscle. That's how much muscle, symmetry, and body composition you have. They don't care. Yes, they want you to be pretty and have the makeup and the hair and everything, but they don't care. They want the body to, So that's where it can get a little out of control. But I think there's organizations that, again, are like tested and are very easy and simple. So for your moms out there, and for someone wanting to show their body after a weight loss transformation, those are the ones that are exactly what easygoing one-timers just want to come in and have the experience, check it off the bucket list.
What would that be called?
So to me, that would be any kind of drug tested show.
Okay.
There's several different organizations, but to me, that is your easy, simple, you dieted, you're clean, complete, everything. Yeah.
Cool.
And there's a AAU, and there's some other ones I know of, but there are tons and tons of organizations for different reasons.
Yeah, the fitness round looks really cool. That looks really cool. Like the fitness category.
Yeah, fitness is gymnastics, all those gymnasts, Cirque du Soleil, girls that can do all those acrobatic things. Like you can get your pro card, and the hard part is making money off of it. So every single show is about $700. If you already have a suit, that's great, but makeup is $150, tan is $150, divisions are about $125 to $250 a piece, meaning like bikini, you have your height class. But if you want to win that big trophy, you got to do the open class. So they take all of the height class A, B, C, D, and whoever wins first place, they put them in that open class. So if you want to win the big trophy, you got to sign up for both classes, and that's more money. So you got to ask yourself, if I'm going to spend $700 to thousands of dollars, you're not going to make this money back. You know, you better get your pictures. You better work hard for it. It's not an investment. It's an experience. And it's so much discipline. You're going to find yourself at times questioning, why the heck am I doing this? But in the end, you'll find out. No, I swear, in the end, you'll find out.
Yeah.
I've had times where trauma from my past, I wanted to get over it. And I found that being in a prep, going to the gym, focusing,
like good.
And my dad would call. Yeah. Well, the thing of it is you're so uncomfortable. You're hungry. You're tired.
Yeah.
You face uncomfortable uncomfortable situations. So like, for instance, I competed this last Saturday, right? And my dad called me on Thursday. He's like, what's up? I haven't talked to you. You know, oh yeah, thank you. And my dad was like, what's up? And I'm like, okay, Dad, I'm hungry, but I'm kind of pissed off about the divorce you and Mom had back in the day, and I just want to get off my chest, and I'm done. And he's like, okay. So I don't want to be like TMI, but what I'm saying is when you go through a prep, you find yourself in mental states where you're like, I'm uncomfortable and I have to face this. Yeah, because you can't go to ice cream. There's no vices you can turn to when it comes to emotional eating. It gets so real that you question, like, I'm so uncomfortable. And then that's why they say, I feel sorry for your better half, because whoever sees you go through this,
he's been,
you know, because we have so many coping skills to not deal with hard shit.
Yeah.
And I found that every prep I went through, I got over past shit from my parents to just stuff that happened to me that you know.
Ungraceful period too, because it's not always going to be pretty. You're just like, all right, that's where I am right now.
But I will tell you, when you step on stage, even if you place or you don't, you get to eat whatever you want. It's literally like you open the floodgates and you have this sense of freedom and this sense of confidence that you did it.
Yeah.
And that to me is like, it's seriously Jessica's like heaven. I swear to you. When you step on stage and you're so nervous, and if you are humble enough to place and you come home with a medal, and then you come home to whatever you've been waiting, like I always go to Walmart and go get whipped cream and do all that the night before, and then get home and I'm like, oh, look at all this. It's so amazing. Yeah. And then you feel like crap after you stuff yourself. But hey, it's, you know.
You're just going to lay around with your pizza.
It's like, oh, look at all this food.
Yeah, you always see bodybuilders with like donuts. It's like, donut is the go-to. Is that just like the glycogen, the sugar? Is that something to do with? Like,
I see a lot of bodybuilders making their own cookies and protein bars, like the big monster cookies, the intense brownies, the food coma stuff. Like, yeah.
Yum.
That's funny. I know, right? It like gets me
and then
hungry.
Is there any like training secrets? So I was listening to the Sculpted Vegan, her name's Kim Constable, and she was saying something about, like, she takes a couple supplements, like a lot of magnesium, 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I thought that was interesting. And then she takes Vitango. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. Let me show you what I take. I'm gonna walk you through my house real quick.
Yeah, and like some glutamine.
Yeah.
Creatine. Do you do all like the? Yeah, curious to see if you do like the pre-workout.
So let me show you real quick. These are my medals. So I won this in November.
Woo!
And this was April, where I got these swords.
They give you a sword.
So yeah, they give out axes and swords and
cool.
So fun.
Is it sharp?
Yes, you can cut people with it. It's dangerous. I'm like, don't come in my house.
Yeah.
I'll slice you up.
Oh, could you
So,
it'd be
I want
terrified.
people to look
Robert
up.
would just like.
I know, right? I'll be like,
yeah, she's like flax, like.
you remember my dogs? You remember Itsy Bitsy?
Yeah. And she's also a pet groomer, ladies and gentlemen. Does it all.
Oh yeah. So funny.
Yeah.
So, I want everyone to look up what a microscopist is. A microscopist is someone who looks up your blood. They look at the formation of your cells.
Mm-hmm.
They want to look at how much hemoglobin and how your white blood, the hemoglobin is the white fluorescent light that's inside your cells. And it's also the lining of your cells to see how much iron you have.
Mm-hmm.
From there, if you are able to find a microscopist to look at your cells, they're able to say, hey, you need more iron.
If you have any
you need more vitamin
B,
and not only that, but bacteria from leaky gut. You can see these crystals.
They work better than a general doctor, like a primary or like endocrinologist.
So I go to Marianne Klingenberg. She has a private Facebook group called SEE My Cells. And she goes, Michelle, you have a bacteria infection in your blood. What's going on? And I'm like, well, I've kind of had a mucousy cough. She said, have you been eating dairy? How long have you had this for? Are you going through your period? I'm like, I've had about a week and a half. You know, she goes, why don't you make an appointment to your doctor just in case? So if that cough continues and your bacteria in your blood is still here, this can cause this can cause an infection.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it could be leaky gut stuff that you see in your blood. It could be sugar.
So you'll like send in a drop or?
So
swap?
Typically a microscopist will just have a microscope. They'll take a prick of your blood, put it on a little glass, whatchamacallit, that they put under the telescope.
When we were in chemistry. Well,
slides?
Yeah,
the little thing. Yeah. Slides, thank you. And then they bring it up on the TV screen, just like that.
Awesome.
You're able to see how hydrated you are.
Oh wow, cool.
So
very cool.
As you can see, I kind of like have like a plethora
of stuff. Supplements.
But
I do.
But yeah, so to me, it's like, okay, these are the things I got sent this from companies that I'm like, hey, cool, thanks for the supplements, but no thank you.
Yeah.
Anabolics, lean systems, stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't know whether to throw this stuff away or give it to my friends. Any kind of things that
the fat burners, things like that.
Yeah, that's bad stuff.
Yeah.
But I do take anything that has. So my microscopist, she sells lots of stuff like XR Nutrition, so chelated minerals, amino acids. Amino acids are what build protein. So you got your L-arginine, your glutamine, and
so you would definitely recommend like
ornithine.
Glutamine or just the BCAAs.
Try and find a microscopist that can take your blood, because a blood panel is really expensive. If you go to the doctor and get a blood panel, it's super expensive. If you find a microscopist, it's like $100. And then you take your formation of your cells, and then from there you go to the health food store and you get what you need. And then from there you go back in a month and you see, oh, is any viral infection still in my blood? Are my cells bouncing around because I'm hydrated, or are they stuck together because I'm dehydrated? You're able to look at how much iron is on the linings of your cells. And the hemoglobin is able to detect your white blood cell formulation. So, you know, they say you eat a bunch of sugar, you get sick. Well, if you go to a microscopist and they show you on the screen, sugar is beautiful crystals, and they're eating your white blood cells alive. On the screen. I literally saw like these beautiful crystals from too much sugar and just eating my white blood cells.
Gut is sensitive, you know.
Everything.
Yeah.
Woo. So it's good to have, like, I take grapefruit seed oil extract if I'm feeling sick.
Which one?
It's grapefruit seed extract.
Oh,
This
nice.
is
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
for antimicrobial and, you know, pH Pro. I don't know if you keep alkaline drops.
Oh.
It's always good to have alkaline water.
Yeah.
It's always good because of digestion and or just lemon juice in your water.
Yeah, that's what I do in line.
I always take zinc because it helps my immune system, or vitamin C, but these vitamin C tablets have tons of sugar in them.
Yeah, so she was asking fruit sugar too. So some people, I guess, like in bodybuilder worlds, I've heard several different things. Listen to this podcast. I don't even remember who it was. This huge guy, and he's like, fruit. And I was on keto.
Yes.
I was like, I can't be having all that fruit. And then so I got off keto, and now I'm like, was coming out of autoimmune disorder and all these things. So I had to up my fruit, and that really helped me heal. Now I'm kind of I'm feeling good. I'm kind of going into I want to explore more. Maybe just a plant-based, adding in some protein. A little nervous about it, you know, because it's in a detox. They're like, don't do the protein, don't do the fat. Be careful about this and that. So it's kind of this different diets, different worlds, all combating, all information going crazy ways. But I've noticed that in healing, fruit has been awesome. But it did like make me gain a little weight, and I was surprised because I was like, I'm eating fruit, and I got a little fluffier. Like, how does that even happen? You know? So I started adding.
I think because the fruit builds your insulin. And so from your insulin, some people become insulin resistant if they're in an autoimmune or they're out of whack. So for me, this is what I made all after my prep. I was dehydrating bananas and blueberries and mangoes.
Yeah. So you do eat quite a bit of fruit?
Oh yeah, like I have a gluten-free keto pescatarian diet. No rules about that at all. No break. I can have whatever I want, whenever I want. Nice. So let me show you. Actually, I got to eat. So let me show you how I'm going to make my food. So I do have a meal prep company that charges me like $5 and a quarter. Or
yeah, you can find meal prep really inexpensive and quality food. Yeah. So
I tell them, hey, make me like, okay, yeah, they measure out my food, but sometimes I up it. I say, give me like 7 to 8 ounces of salmon. I want some tilapia. I want some cod. I want 8 to 9 ounces of sweet potato. So I do measure out my food, but not to the point where I'm going to be like
on the scale the whole time, like 4 almonds.
No. So you see one of these? This helps me gain weight because when you're eating cold, nasty fish and it smells disgusting.
Yeah.
When you put in anything in an air fryer, it leaves your house smelling like really warm cooked homemade food. And when I just dump it in there like that, and just go like that and come back in 18 minutes, I got fish and chips.
Cool. And does that kind of leave more of the nutrients inside the food than like a
nutrients? I get that from my salads, and I also get that from juicing. So
you are
later
eating a
today,
lot of fruit on your.
So this is what I juice. Like this is about 2 to 3 days of me juicing oranges. I got to juice oranges, and then I mix that in with carrots.
Yeah.
So I am juicing constantly, but when I'm in competition prep and I want to lean out, less fruit, more greens. So your celery, cucumber, mint, anything that's green, anything.
So in competition season specifically, but not like during. Awesome.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I'll show you right here. Kiwi and mangoes, everybody.
Oh, I love mangoes.
Oh, when you dehydrate mangoes, my God, they're so good.
It's addictive.
But yeah,
so I got a
have
dehydrator and I love it. I did plantains and apples, and I want to do tomatoes. And we were laughing about doing watermelon. We're like, how funny would it be to dehydrate?
Oh my!
It'd be like 3 little sparkles left.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I got some melons for you right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dehydrate them later.
Really? You can dehydrate them?
I have them. Yeah, like you can cut them up, put them on the dehydrator, and then you got watermelon slices.
Yeah, it seems like there would be nothing left if there's no water in it. It would just be like a.
It's an instant
go-to.
It's an instant go-to snack.
Yeah.
That has no preservatives in it.
Yeah, it's so
instant
good to, like,
sugar.
take on the road and...
Instant energy. Oh God, yes, yes. And I keep telling everybody that, like, don't go anywhere without a bag of nuts, without a stick of honey. You want to get some honey sticks.
Yeah.
And you want to have that every hour. Like
Do you do
at
honey
least,
while you're training
you
too?
know? Oh God, yeah.
How often do you eat? It's like because I'm a grazer, and I was doing intermittent fasting for a while, and I got through it, but I didn't. It was tough.
If anybody's interested, I have food tracking journals on my website.
Yeah.
Because I've used this for 3 years, and I just made my own. So this is what I've had today. Like,
yeah.
let me put this stand up. You're gonna laugh. Look. Coffee times 3, whey and peanut butter, dried fruit, fish, potato, hot sauce, ketchup, and a kale salad with cranberries, apples, and grapes.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't measure. I don't put calories. This is how much water I've drinking. Yeah. This is my exercise for the day. And I do this every day. I just flip it and I go, okay, next day. Yeah. So if I'm a few pounds heavier, I'm not going to kill myself. It's like, dude, just go with your ebb and flow. If you're stressed out or you're going through your period, or if you don't sleep well, you're going to be inflamed. Your body is just protecting itself.
And now how does that work in competition? Because I always wonder, like, how awful would it be to be on your cycle and be doing a show?
Oh, God. Well, typically a lot of people that are dieting that hard, your period will stop. Mm. So, and that's the hard thing, is that you got to be very,
right?
You'll get like moody, and some girls do have their period while they compete. Yeah. But amenorrhea is very frequent with girls that have a competitive lifestyle. They'll just stop because your body can't run all the things it needs to do when you're training in the gym that hard. Mm-hmm. It's more of all the movement and all the pressure and all the constant strain. Your body needs to rest. And as a woman, you have to have a certain amount of fat on your body. And they're literally, as a woman, you can only move and strain your body so much before it starts protecting itself. Mm. And so I found like not having a period is really bad for your bones over time. It's very bad on your hormones. Mm-hmm. It strips your body of lots of nutrients. So having a period and having fat in your body is so, so, so important. So
how do you balance that? Let me show you. Do like so many shows and then take breaks?
Well, first off, it's how much you got kids, you have a job, you have a life. Are you willing to sacrifice living like a prisoner to step on stage? How many times? And not only that, but are you willing to give them $7,000 to $1,000 and not get that back? And are you willing to lose? Are you willing to step off stage and lose?
Why is it that you didn't want to go pro?
Because I don't want to take heavy steroids.
Gotcha.
Because
at that level you kind of have to. There's not like a drug-free pro, or
there's certain pros. I've only been competing for 1.5 years, and I did one pro qualifying show, and I looked at my husband and I said, I hope I place, because I'm never going to get that big, ever. There's certain sacrifices I will not take, and it's not worth it at all.
Gotcha. Do you just find that like a healthier balance?
I was talking to the tanning artist backstage as she was spray tanning me naked. She'd been doing it 13 years, and I said, what do you hate about this job? I know you love it. You've been doing it 13 years. You own this business. What do you hate about it? She said, I hate how it consumed and took people's lives, their health, and they never could go back. They could never go back to being healthy again. And how much it stripped them of their humanity, and how it stripped them of all the possibilities of, if you just stop having a perfectionist, look at me, I'm perfect.
Because that can be better, you know? Yeah, that's correct.
Well, I mean,
my mentality.
Your husband or your wife, your kids, your pets, everything. You focus and get dialed in so much on your body, it becomes a very big, you have to watch out for body dysmorphia. Mm-hmm. That's huge. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people that step off stage want to stay that weight forever. And you will get so sick. Your immune system will shut down if you don't go back to eating fat and normal, like
being a person.
And that doesn't mean eating out at fast food. It just means meal prepping. Like, okay, on prep for a competition, I eat fish.
Mm.
And then after a competition, I might go out and have pizza and not be afraid to have a donut or,
Yeah, like
you know,
that time.
but nonstop I eat nuts, raw and salted nuts, cashews,
Do you soak
almonds,
them?
pistachios.
A lot of people yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep. I have
Yeah,
my
it's
soaked
better to soak them.
nuts over there.
Yeah. I actually don't soak them, but I should.
I have tons of beans.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of beans for fiber. So Favolicious, these are dried beans. These are amazing. This Enlightened, they make Rice Krispie treats and they make ice cream and they make these fava bean crisps. These are delicious.
Oh, but
and
like
I
the healthy version?
These they make like your garlic and onion, but this is cocoa and they make cinnamon dusted and lots of fiber, low carb, barely any fat. And I have these during my competition times.
Yeah, for the sweet
I
tooth.
do not, I don't hold back.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
and you
hold
train
back.
hard, so that keeps your metabolism up.
Yeah. What's another snack? I want everyone to know that I love to eat. And so
eating's so fun.
Seaweed.
Good.
This is great.
What is that?
This is seaweed crisps.
Oh, I love
These are
those.
great.
I get the ones in they're like a bacon flavor.
Yep.
But they're just like real flavors, not natural flavor, but.
I'll eat this whole bag in a sitting. So today I had, let's see.
Yeah, seaweed is the bomb. Yeah.
So these seaweed, I had the whole bag today. This is amazing.
Yeah, and they're like 30 calories. Like
they're nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Like, well, and by the time you work out, you eat this, poof, your body burns it up, and that's it. You know. But yeah, I eat I'll eat this in a week and a half.
Wow.
Like, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I have and I don't eat, right? I don't drink that much whey protein. Those protein shakes and protein bars and all that stuff. I have fat. I have avocado. I have butter. I have nuts. I have grapeseed oil, olive oil.
So you're not doing like protein shakes and that kind of thing?
If it's there and I need it, I'm not going to say, like.
But you don't do like a meal
if I
or something like that?
No. I have 4 to 5 of my fish and chips in the air fryer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have fish and chips for breakfast. And then I have my nuts, and I drink so much juice, preferably green juice in the morning, and throughout the day orange juice and carrot juice and beet juice and stuff.
You have like a prior and post like regimen? You do like the pre-workout and like an apple, or like do you do like certain all the time kind of pre and post?
You know what's funny is as long as I'm working out and training hard, I eat whatever I want because it's always clean. I always have a bowl of dried fruit, or I have juice in the fridge, or I have my snacks. But as long as I have meals, I can't live off just snacks. Right. So I said, hey, as long as I have 3 to 4 of those air fryer fish and chip meals, and like change it up. You can have turkey and chicken and steak, but find a meal prep company and try it out once and just see what they did.
Really affordable plans, especially see like bachelors that are cooking, or if you're trying to get healthy, you just don't know what to make, you don't have the time to make. They're really affordable, some of those companies.
Yeah. Like I tell people, just get some food containers. Go get your food containers, make some really cool labels for yourself, make it fun, put your name on it, put the date you made it, stuff like that. Awesome. Get creative, and then like add some little sriracha hot sauce packets in it.
Yes.
Or
a little, like,
add a little pack of pickles in it, or some olives or something like that. Like, girl, the pickles are the number one thing.
Like pickles?
Like for cramping muscles.
Yeah.
Or you're sore, or you're dehydrated. Straight up pickle juice.
Pickles. That's your secret.
Yes. And egg whites. Finding a good sponsor that will send you some egg whites. So these people paid for my Olympia passes.
Is that like a powder?
No, this is liquid egg whites. Like these are
liquid,
literally come in half a gallon, and I just open it up and I eat my egg whites, and I like to put sugar-free syrup on them.
Really?
I like this. Yeah, I'll put like cinnamon and nutmeg and stuff like that on it.
Oh, and for breakfast. Love it.
I eat anything I want. I don't really go by the regimented breakfast, lunch, dinner. I just go like, I really feel like having some sweet potatoes with cinnamon on it, and maybe some egg whites, and then I'll have some orange juice, or I feel out what my body wants.
Yeah.
But yeah, egg whites. I literally listen to what my body wants.
That's awesome.
And the one thing that I tell you, like, my body does not like this, but I like it. Does that make sense?
Reese's, when I was keto, it was all about that.
No, just I'm just talking junk food. Like, okay.
See, I couldn't keep that in the house anymore because I always went straight to it. I realized like I would be on my
leg. It's an addiction.
Too excited, like I can't wait to get up.
It's an addiction.
Now
my mom
me, like,
on Saturday.
Dates, it's like a healthy addiction, but like if I have dates in the house, like I'll hurry in the door and go eat them, and then I'll just like eat them all. So and I'm like, I have to be careful with certain things. In that.
See, you got to be careful.
Yeah,
it's look at this.
To keep
it's not necessarily like my body's not going to like this, but I want it. So you got to ask yourself, like, is this something I'm fiending because I want something sweet? Or what is it that my body is actually telling me? What is it telling me that I need? There's a difference. Yeah. Which it's okay to treat yourself.
Like healthy alternatives for stuff that tastes so good. You can make your own, like, coconut ice cream or whatever.
So
there's so many alternatives.
You're going to love this. Clio is a probiotic Greek yogurt bar dipped in chocolate.
See, there's just alternatives. Yeah, and you don't miss, like, you eat something like that, you're not going to miss the junk.
How little this thing
is. Is weird about that. Yeah.
It's teeny tiny.
I think that was a cool thing about Vegas, too, is there's so many health markets and stuff, too. There's, like, so many options and so many healthy restaurants. That's so good. I'll drink my tea. That's all I have around.
So, yeah, it's kind of like, what is your body telling you that you want?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I feel like treating myself and having something sweet, but I'm okay taking a bite and then putting it away. You don't have to have the entire thing. Just take one bite. Your mind will be like, oh my God, savor it. It's awesome. And then put it away or share it with someone.
Do you do intermittent fasting or no? Do you do any of like the...
So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I do my cardio, my calves and my abs, and I come home
4 a.m.
and I walk the dog. Mm-hmm. Oh. And I start eating about 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. And then I go back and I train again at about 9:30, 10:30. And then the rest of my day is errands and business. But I go to bed, seriously, I go to bed at 8 p.m. No questions asked. That's the sacrifice and the promise I made myself. Like, if you want to stay healthy and you want to do this the right way, you cannot go out and party.
Right.
You can't go out and do all these crazy things. You are in bed. You are ready to go for the next day at 8 p.m.
Your body has a natural circadian rhythm that like wants to go to sleep with the sun and wake up with the sun, and so
it does.
It's healthy. That's what like the hormones are. 4 a.m.
So yeah, as you can see, we've been talking, and we have 3 minutes to go. So as you can see, this is like nice and crispy.
Yeah.
It's nice and crispy. You can add some sauce to it. Shake it up.
Well, we can
you do nothing.
What if we did? Can we do a 3-minute workout until you eat your food?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
yes, we can. Okay, so the one thing I found that women want the most is booty. They want a booty.
Yeah, it's true.
So I have come out with some booty bands.
Mm-hmm.
And if people go to my website, I have these 3 sets of bands for $30. And what it does is it helps you build not only your bubble butt, but it helps strengthen your leg muscles.
I'm on it, right?
So everybody has bands, right? But I think the booty bands you want are the ones that you can put in the washing machine that are not going to like tear up sun and they like disintegrate on you. So let me lower the tripod real quick, and then I'll show you my favorite workouts of all time. This is so much fun.
Super fun. I know,
Thank you. I know. We were talking about how far back we went, all the parties we did, and the house parties, and oh man, it's just talk about that's when I was crazy. Oh,
yeah, we were crazy.
That's when I was crazy in Vegas.
Yeah, no, we're all dedicated.
Okay, let's see if I can get this to stand
up.
up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm pretty serious.
That's good.
Okay,
it's so good. So I have like a band that I can. This might kind of hurt, but I'll probably like dig into my legs. But I gotta buy your band.
Oh, yes, definitely. I'll send you some food tracking and workout journals. I love you're so creative.
It needs to be a little tighter. Yeah. Yeah, girls are always trying to work on the booty. Do guys like ever really?
Yep.
I think when I was training people, like they care about it, but they're not like ever specific. Like I would need to train my booty.
Guys are arms, girls are booty.
Maybe I'm a dude because I'd rather have big arms than booty.
I think we're both tomboys.
Yeah, I'd rather have like my Madonna arms.
I know. Power to the tomboys, the girls that don't take any dude shit.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. What is it?
All right, so now we're gonna get on all fours.
Oh, donkey kicks?
All right. Yes.
And then how are you doing it with the band? Okay. I'm just.
So I have three levels of resistance. I like to try and see which resistance I can do for the longest period of time. Whew.
Like 20 reps or so?
Yep.
Oh, your food's done.
Whew, food's done.
How many puppies do you have?
3. This is Daisy. She's a min pin. Come here, Bits. Where's that? Come here, Bits. Come here. And other side. And this is Lola.
Hi,
She's a Chiweenie.
Whoa, 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 Lola.
Yes.
Don't you have a bird now, too? I think I saw a bird.
I do. You want to see them?
Yeah, show me a bird. Are birds tough to keep?
Okay. They are a lot of just feeding and cleaning. Let me show you them though.
You have parrots?
Okay. Yes. Come here.
Oh.
Come here.
God, they're gonna outlive us. They live for like 70 years or something. Wow, so pretty. So exotic. Oh, look at you. Who's this? Who's this?
This is Einstein.
Like, what's his name?
Give me a kiss.
Oh.
Einstein.
Einstein.
He's an eclectus. He's 11 months old.
Just a baby. Wow. Yeah, they live for like 70 some years, right?
Yep.
Wow.
What?
So pretty.
Good boy. And then let me show you. I have a rescue. So this bird only likes girls. I call her my lesbian. Her name is Bougie. She's 10 years old.
Wow.
And
she was owned by a male.
she was a breeder bird.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So she's a special case. She has her own
Yeah.
She's got her own
She's like, I
room.
need my own wing of the house. Oh, and she's spread. How pretty. They're so colorful. Wow, she looks really healthy.
But if you
She
can
must
see
be
her,
happy. Oh, wait,
look
no,
at
but
her
they,
feet. You see her feet?
oh.
Well, they kept her in a box, so her feet are pretty mangled. So we do lots of physical therapy exercises every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you find her?
Kept
Like,
this-
so somebody kind of like turned her in?
I went to the pet store, and they said that it was a couple that were getting divorced, and they weren't going to sell her, but they kind of offered a price and couldn't resist it. So I know, she's like, where are you going?
Yeah.
But she does not like men, and she's a special case.
Aw, yeah.
They're both eclectuses, so yeah. My 2 birds and my 3 dogs, and it's lots of good stuff. Lots of good
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe an alpaca or something.
But yeah, yeah. So I hope you come and visit.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm long overdue. I have to say,
Yes.
like in 2020, the beginning of the year, I think that would be wonderful.
You can come and help me groom my dogs. Spend time with my birds.
Yeah.
We can work out.
Yeah, I
Make some
groom my
workout
cat. I
videos.
probably don't do as good of a job as you do. But he loves
Oh,
me.
I don't do. A very limited job.
Yeah.
But I hope that we talked about some good stuff. And
Yeah, definitely. Do you want to go ahead and plug your stuff?
sure.
Plug your site? I'm going to
There's
buy
an
some
echo.
good bands too, so let's all get
Yeah.
some of those.
So Michelle Davis Fitness, if you guys are interested, you can go get some bands. I have fitness tracking journals. I have resistant bands.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a blog. So I have a radio show every first Saturday of the month on KSHP Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Jessica, for having me on.
Oh, I just love and adore you. So it's Michelle Davis Fitness, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
MichelleDavisFitness.com. So,
Yep.
and you got to get the bands because they don't
Yep.
actually have them at the gym because people steal them. So you have to get your own. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's good
So
for at home too. So
you can order them online. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I love and adore you, sister.
Love you too, sweetie.
All right,
So
enjoy
good to
your
see you, my
fish.
strength sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah, look at that. Boom. All right, let's try it
Yeah.
again soon.
Yeah, I still got my abs. Still got the abs. Not that much though, but woo!
And she gets to eat all the things. Love
And I get to eat now. Yes.
motivation. Yeah, keep shredding.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Well, same to you, sister. Good job with everything you're doing.
Oh, God bless
You're
you.
so blessed. I love you so much.
Yeah, 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 yeah.